Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Washington Wizards taking on Boston.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. Enes Kanter is out there with Davis. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Matthews. Here's Jackson, following the score by Derrick Rose. Davis setting the pick for Jackson. The tray goes back up, and Davis puts it in.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Rose. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Rose drops them both. Rose against Jackson. There's a screen by Kanter. Forrest, he's covered by Beal. Kicks it to Kanter. 5 on the clock. Here's Forrest. They get it again. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offense. Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
they come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
We got Rose. Jordan is out there with Booker, and it's Reese in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Davis kicks to Cannon. Goes up on the wing. Here's Vonleh. Outside for Davis. Here's Forrest. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grip.
And the first half comes.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Just a quality performance, and you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Anthony Davis. Also Matthews out there. Jackson is out there with Enes Kanter. Washington on D. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Beal can't get it to go.
You could see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that 3, but just didn't get it to go.
Kanter with a screen on Rose. Jackson drives in. He kicks to Kanter. Puts one up from 19. And Boston with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Beal. Back to Rose. It's Beal on the wing. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Beal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It could go. That misses. Would have counted it.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Rose is out there with Booker. Then there's Kenneth Faried. Then there's Bradley Beal. That's the Boston Five.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Washington calls timeout. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Here's Sloan. And Jokic with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
There's Rose with the three. Knocks down the three.
I'll tell you what, this is the white-hot version of Derrick Rose right now.
Washington calls timeout. They're losing by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cantor. Kenneth Faried pulls it in. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And you know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
That's got to be the game plan here. I mean, free throws are really their only hope. Points with the clock stopped. Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Rose attacking. They get the rebound. And now they foul and stop the clock. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's Forrest. Nails the tray. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. And so it's Boston scraping by.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Derrick Rose.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just